Hey guys, this is Austin from the Car Scene, and today I just wanted to give you a quick walk around tour on a brand new Ram 1500 Bighorn. The reason I picked this particular truck is this truck, as it sits, you can get out the door for $55,000 to $56,000, which is pretty much going to be the cheapest brand new truck that you can get that's well equipped. This one has a 5.7 Hemi and 4-wheel drive and is a Bighorn package, so you're going to have an 8.4-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the expected new car stuff that you expect to have nowadays. That said, let's get into the video. I'm going to give you a walk around, go through all the features and everything that this truck comes with for that price point. With that said, enjoy the video. So I'm going to start right up front here with the styling of the Ram 1500. This body style has been out since 2015. There hasn't been a ton of changes made to it. This particular one with the Bighorn has a chrome pack. You can get a sport pack that'll actually give you a body colored bumper, body color mirrors, and all that good stuff. However, this one has the chrome pack, so you get a chrome bumper. You do have front parking sensors and fog lights on this one. You do not have tow hooks. Those are part of the off-road group, which this one does not have. So looking down below, you do have a nice chin spoiler, nice big Ram badge, nice big chrome grille, nice big halogen headlights with halogen reflectors. You can see you get your Ram badge right here in your headlights. Then coming around the side, you can see these nice big rims. These are chrome rims as part of the chrome package. When you get the sport pack, you get different wheel as well. Nice Bridgestones on here. Obviously, this is a brand new truck. You get brand new tires. In the front, you do have independent front suspension on the 1500s. The heavy duties will have a solid front axle. They do put your nice Ram badge with your engine type right here. Either it'll say e-torque, Hemi 5.7, or nothing if it's a Pentastar V6. Looking up at the mirror caps, they are black mirror caps to match the window surrounds with a Ram logo, and they are a LED indicator here for your turn signal. Nice big Ram badge on the door as well, a little bit of a dip down as a styling cue. This is the quad cab, so it is the smaller cab. There's a larger crew cab as well. And another detail of a dip right here. These new trucks do have a capless fuel fill. And once again, at the rear, you'll have to ignore all of the stuff on this truck that's been sitting for a minute. Nice tires. This does have 5-link coilover rear suspension. And with the 5.7 liter, you do get dual exhaust at the rear. This has been one of my favorite parts of the Ram pickup truck over the last few years, is the dual exhaust at the rear. All of the trucks here at this particular dealership, Hoover here in Summerville, will get a spray-in bed liner. This one has not gotten it yet. But you can see nice Bighorn badge on the left-hand side. You'll see this on every Ram. They'll put it on the Bighorn, the Laramie, the Limited. It'll all get a badge right there. And then, of course, your 4x4 badge with your 2-inch receiver down below. Nice big spare tire underneath. And looking underneath this truck, you can tell that there is a lot going on. You do have a nice big solid rear axle. Thankfully, no trucks full size have moved away from that yet. However, it could potentially happen in the next 5 to 10 years. 7-pin connector, 4-pin connector for towing, of course, and then damped tailgate that drops. And then your backup camera is located right there as well. Coming around the passenger side, it's the exact same as what we saw on the driver's side. We'll show you your window sticker, of course, though. So you can see this truck base price, just as a Bighorn 4-wheel drive quad cab, starts at $44,000. This one's got the 5.7 with a 321 rear end. Coming down to the interior stuff right there, exterior stuff. And then, of course, you've got some packages on here, optional equipment. You get the Bighorn package 25Z, which includes the 8.4-inch screen, the 5.7. You do have a limited slip rear diff, 20x9s for the wheels, and all that good stuff right there. You can see we're rated for 21 highway, 17 combined, and then all your safety ratings, and then, of course, your window addendum for this particular dealership. This will change dealership to dealership. It'll include different things. However, you can see what it includes here. Total cost on it, their what they call new car package, $25.95. You do get some really good things here. On their vehicles, you get a lifetime powertrain, window tint on the front 2 windows, door edge guards, lug nut, locking lug nuts, spray and bed liner, detail. I mean, you're going to get that at every dealership. And then 7-day purchase protection. Not everybody offers that. And of course, all-weather floor mats, running boards if applicable, and then what they call super poly steel, which would be similar to Resistol. And then there's that lifetime powertrain stuff. But yeah, Coming around the front, I'll now pop the hood and go over everything with the engine on this truck. All right, guys, now under the hood of the 2022 Ram 1500, we are looking at a naturally aspirated 5.7 liter Hemi V8. This is the non-e-torque variant. You're looking at 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. This engine's been out for a super long time. Originally conceived in 2003 with an update in 2009, and pretty much been the same ever since. These things are really, really solid. They've only got one I guess flaw that you can call it long term, is that the exhaust manifolds love to crack and make ticking noise. We deal with it all the time here at the dealership. The great news is that it's a quick, easy repair, and it's actually covered by your powertrain warranty, which is super handy. With that said, looking under here, I mean, it's a super easy engine to work on. There's a ton of room around the engine, not a super complicated engine bay. They do still keep the battery up here. A lot of manufacturers are moving the battery somewhere in the cab or hiding it in the back of the vehicle. Your air filter is nice and accessible. Your oil dipstick is nice and accessible. You can really work on things should you need to long term in this vehicle. Looking at the front here, you do have your coolant here. Of course, your radiator cap there, washer fluid there. I mean, everything's nice and easy to get to. And then of course you've got the nice sound deadening material up on the top of the hood. And you do have a little sticker here telling you all your details on this engine. With that said, let's go ahead inside the truck. All right, guys, heading inside the new Ram 1500. This is a Bighorn, so you're gonna have some nice stuff, but it's also not gonna be the nicest trim. With that said, you've got nice storage down below, nice soft touch injection molded plastic on your elbow here with some stitching, and then a little carpeted insert with the faux wood trim above. You do have this nice metallic trim that goes all the way around and includes the door handle as well, so that's nice. Your classic FCA, power mirrors, power windows, power door locks. I will say that it's nice that they include power folding mirrors on a Bighorn. You typically don't see power folding mirrors on a second from the bottom trim. Remind you that this competes with an XLT if you're looking at a Ford, or an SR5 if you're looking at a Toyota, or an LT if you're looking at a Chevy. Looking at your seat, you do have power seat, driver's seat with lumbar. The passenger seat is manual on a Bighorn. It's just the way that it is. However, what's really interesting is that you actually get power pedals on the Bighorn. So you don't have to go very high up in the trim level to get power pedals. Every Ram 1500 of the new body style is going to have push button start, which is super handy. You just put your foot on the brake, start the motor. You do have a Bighorn specific animation. Of course, you can go through the screens. You can see your fuel economy, your tire pressure. What I really love about Ram and just FCA products as a whole right now is that you've got a ton of info in here. So you can see your tire pressure, you can see your coolant temp, you can see your trans temperature, you can see your oil temperature, oil pressure, oil life, of course, and then battery voltage. So you've got everything that you could possibly want to see all in your gauges, which is super, super handy. Of course, here's your gauges. You've got a big center screen, which you can actually customize these corners if you want. And then, of course, your tach on the left, speedo on the right, with your coolant in the far corner and fuel in the far right corner. Looking at your steering wheel, of course, this is to control your center screen. Your phone controls are here. Your cruise control is here, and your speed limiter is here. One thing you will notice is that these buttons are blank. This is where your adaptive cruise, lane keep assist information would be. This vehicle is not equipped with it for whatever reason. Ram FCA as a whole right now is not putting it on every vehicle. A lot of brands are, however, they are not, just to put that out there. It shouldn't keep you from buying the vehicle because everything else about this vehicle is extremely solid. However, that's pretty much the only thing that you're lacking. Looking at the center screen, this is your nice big 8.4-inch screen. It runs on Android Automotive OS, which means basically it's going to be super quick. You can get over-the-air updates, uses Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, super flawless, super quick. You can control everything in here, in terms of lighting, cameras. I mean, you have mirrors and wipers. I mean, you have everything that's controllable. Lights, for example. You can, flash when they lock. You can choose not to do that. Brakes, auto park brake. One thing that this vehicle does have, speaking of safety, is that it does have pre-collision. So you do have a camera watching. This won't ram into a wall or the back of a car or anything like that. It's just the adaptive cruise and lane keep assist that you don't have. Underneath your home screen, you can control these widgets. You can actually edit these widgets as well. Right now I have music on the left, phone on the right. That seems to be the best one to use, at least on this screen setup. You do have nice basic volume knobs as well as tuning knob, which is super nice to have. You can turn the screen off, you can mute it real quick, whichever you decide. And then this one is equipped with manual climate control. You can get dual zone climate control as well as heated seats or even cooled seats in a Laramie. Down below, you've got your tow haul mode, your rear parking sensors, front parking sensors, and then traction control. This is where your factory installed trailer brake controller would be if it had one. However, this one does not. And then you've got 2 USB-C, 2 USB-A, and then an auxiliary port in the middle. One nice part about this center console is that you've got this sliding bin. So you can actually put a phone in here, leave the wire hanging, and charge your phone. But this bin has a ton of storage in it right now. You've got a bunch of your new car stuff in here. But you've got multiple locking points. So you can lock it there and have like a middle tier where you can still get your phone, still get to your cup holders, or you can slide it all the way forward and have like this little change drawer available, or you can slide it all the way back and just be able to get into the front here. Now, when you slide it all the way forward, this is a 2-tier armrest / center console. You can lift it up. There's a USB right there, as well as areas up front, and then you can lift the whole thing up for a bunch of storage down here. Now, what's really cool is that they put some Easter eggs in here. So if we look down in here, you can see that we've got all 4 different generations of RAM in there. And speaking of which, they are still building the last gen Ram 1500 under the Ram 1500 Classic name. However, I think this one is a lot better value simply because you get a lot more technology inside of it. And what I mean by that is the frame is better engineered, the cab is better engineered. It's an extremely quiet ride, even in this Bighorn. You do have all this fun stuff for work, for example, conversion chart, trigonometry equations, and then a triangle to figure out all your angles if you're doing that. Looking up top in the center here, you do have a nice 12 volt. This is one of the super handy things to have in a truck, because when you have a auxiliary camera or auxiliary screen for a trailer that you might have, it would be located right there. Now this one with the 5.7 Hemi V8 and the 321 rear end is rated to tow 8,700 pounds as it sits, and you can put 1,650 pounds of stuff in the bed. With a different rear axle ratio, that can go up to 11,500 pounds of towing and up to 2,200 pounds of bed capacity. With that said, you do have a sunglass holder. You do have a nice power rear window in this one, even in the Bighorn, which opens up nice and quick and easy. And every Ram 1500 is going to have the dual glove box. The Tradesman gets no door. The Bighorn gets this basic door that says Bighorn. The Laramie gets a slightly nicer door. This one is rubber lined with a little light in there, which is handy. And then your glove box down below, also plastic with your original brand new Ram books. But yeah. Bighorn does get cloth seats. You can get leather trimmed seats if you go for either an Outdoorsman or a Built to Serve edition in one of these. With that said, I'll give you guys a walk around with the lights on so you guys can check that out. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you guys have enjoyed the video and enjoy the channel, make sure to subscribe so that I can keep making these videos for you guys so that you guys can enjoy them. I hope that you guys have a great day. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you want to see different trucks, let me know which ones you want to see, and I'll try and get them on the channel for you guys. Have a great day.